Having an agent advocate, and why is it important to you? So there are three things to realize when you're looking at properties, and I want you to sort of just give you some thoughts to think about, okay? And of those three things, I first of all want to sort of explain a little bit about what a real estate agency is, all right? An agency, whoever has the sign in front of the yard, is considered usually the listing agent, and they have a required fiduciary responsibility to make certain and provide the sellers with the absolute best options available to the sellers. They're legally bound to do this. A buyer's agent is whoever you select to work with as the agent that's going to represent you. And then they also have what's called a dual agency, which is where you would actually be represented by both the agent would actually represent both the buyer and the seller. So here are three things I want you to consider in making a decision of what you're going to do. Nowadays, it's really easy to find properties. As a matter of fact, quite often, it's a matter of with all the different apps, you're getting notified by all sorts of different things as soon as a property becomes available on the open market. So if you're looking to buy a home, that's great. And the truth of the matter is that information is good because it's no longer at the waiting for a specific person to get that information to you. So that helps you know what's there. So why in the world would you hire your own agent? Why not just go to the agent that is working for the seller? When I talk to people about this, I'm not saying don't do it. I just want you to think about this, okay? If you got into a car accident, would you go to the same attorney as the person who hit your car? I don't know about you, but most people feel that when they're having some form of a financial investment, they want to make certain that whoever is working for them is really truly working for them. Well, that's the same thing with a home. Sometimes when you go and you're working with just the listing agent, again, it's written in the code of ethics that we have to adhere to, is bound to make certain that they protect the seller. Well, that can cost you money. The other thing too also is that it also can cost you in options because, again, if you have a family need or a family desire or whatever, having somebody that's an advocate for you can really make certain that your best interests are put forward. And that can actually save you money. So sometimes people think that going to the listing agent will save them money. Truth be told is that contracts can be written a wealth of ways. As a matter of fact, one of the things I believe in is that contracts are like chess games. We actually make the moves based on what's going to be the most important and advantageous to the client that I'm representing. So if you're a buyer, let's just say that you think that the listing agent is going to reduce their commission. Well, they might reduce their commission. So let's say it's a $400,000 home and maybe they reduce the commission slightly. Does that mean that they have actually made certain that you get the benefit of their reduction of their commission? That may or may not be the case. As a matter of fact, oftentimes it's not. So when it comes to saving your family money, having somebody that's going to be an advocate for you is truly going to be well worth the investment in that. And remember, you're not paying for that agent. And unless you're working with the scenario where the seller absolutely refuses to. But I've had times where I've worked with buyers and they've actually chosen to pay me directly because they recognize that my being their advocate is going to be much better and easier. The other thing too is that sometimes you wouldn't know to know. I mean, how many times have you ever thought that, oh, if only I would have been told that, or if only I would have known that, I would have made a different decision or a different choice. If you have a quality agent behind you, that agent is going to make certain that they get the right documents for you, they get the right inspections for you, they ask for the right repairs for you, and they ask for the maximum amount of financial benefit for you. So those are the three things. The first thing is that you'll have your own representation, so they'll put you first. The second thing is that you really probably won't be saving the money that you think you might be saving. And the third thing is that you're going to have somebody that's going to be an advocate for you, that's going to go out and make certain that you have your interests taken care of. And understand, I mean, it's human nature. Your job is to take care of your family. Your job is to save yourself the absolute amount of money that you possibly can. And making certain that you have somebody that's going to pay attention to what's important to you and your family is imperative. So that was a question that we had, and I want to thank you for joining me for this informational video. I love doing these. I appreciate your questions. I appreciate your comments. Matter of fact, tag this and add this to your subscriptions. Make certain you subscribe to our Facebook page. Make sure and share this with other families and friends. It might give you something different to think about. And that's what we're here for. We love being a resource. I love doing these videos for you, and I love being somebody that can offer at least some things to think about. As always, I'm called Krista with OAC Real Estate Services. Easy to reach. Call with a C, Krista with a K, at gmail.com, 805-620-7355. Have an amazingly blessed day. Bye.